Hello, David here with another flipped classroom math lesson. Today's topic, algebraic equations. So now we're going to start setting up equations with words and then also go from words to equations, backwards and forwards. So we're still playing with language. We still have some key words that you'll need to understand, like product, quotient, difference, sum, things like that. So let's get started. Equations are expressions with equal signs. Such as that thing. Okay? So an expression doesn't have an equal sign, whereas an equation does. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same thing as we did in the last lesson. So let's do equations to words first. Okay, let's give you one to start with. D equals CT. So that's how we would say it in math. And what that means is D is the product of C and T. Okay, pretty straightforward. Resist the temptation to put equals there. Okay? Equals in language is just is. It's a statement of what it is. That's what equals is. D equals, D is the product of C and T. Okay? Let me give you one to try. So Q equals R over S. Pause the video, give it a shot. Okay, let's see how you did. So we know from up here, this last one, that this is. So what we do here is we go Q is. Now, a fraction is also called a quotient. So what we're going to write here is Q is the quotient of R and S. Okay, let's try another one. This one's a little bit more complicated. Let's see what how you can do it. K equals square root n over t. Okay, so I've introduced the square root sign, and I have an n over t here in my k. Pause the video, give it a shot. Okay, let's see how you did. So right here we're starting the same way. So what we're going to do is do k is. Now we have a square root here. So we're just going to go the square root of, now I've got a quotient under the root sign. So I'm just going to keep going like that one. So it's the square root of the quotient of, we've got what? N and T. N and T. Okay? Sweet. So now we're going to go from words to equations. I'm going to give you one to try. S is the sum of A and the product of G and T. So pause the video and give that a try. Okay, let's see how you did. So S is, that gives us S equals the sum of A and the product of G and T. So we're adding A to the product of G and T. So what I'm going to do is put A plus G times T. So that's the sum, the plus, of A and the product of G and T. And that's G times T, not G to the T. Okay, let me give you another one. P is the square root T is the square root of the sum of D and E. Okay? Pause the video, give that a try. Okay, so P is the square root. So P is, so that gives us a P equals the square root of the sum of D and E. So I'm going to write my square root, and it's the square root of the sum of D and E, so I'm just going to put D plus E under the root sign. What do you think? Okay, that's the end of the lesson for today. Thanks for your attention.